Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Okongwu. The basket good off the assist from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's good.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Now, Anunoby. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Right at the Brunson.
Here's Young. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Brunson. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Nice move. Pass to Hart. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Down low. Out to Brunson. Over Young. And it's Brunson missing. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Here's Brunson. Towns down low. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. It goes out of bounds. That one off reverse.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Brunson. Top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got his second basket.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
J with it. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Capella. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And here's Payne following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Out to the wing. Achua inside. And here's Payne. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers in Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
The Hawks leading. Young outside. Okongwu a screen. Young's shot is off. Here's New York. In the corner, it's Bridges. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that. Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Towns throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Hawks passing it around. The Hawks again can't hit. Now Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Anunoby outside. And the three ball is good. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Screen by Capella. And here's Young from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 5. To the inside. Achua.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Young's shot is up.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
There it is, guys one of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
He left, y'all.
I'll be right back.
He got up out of there, bro. Where'd he go? He ran to the car.
What'd she do? Losing all around.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Down low, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Pass to Nembhard. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Siakam. And Bain pulls it down. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Of course, Ja Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Shots good by Turner.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Morant. Here's Edey. The rebound by Turner. And here is Neesmith. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Turner. Now, here's Neesmith. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Grizzlies substitution, number 7, Santi Abdallah.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And so it's Indiana with it. 6-point game. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health. A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Edey gets the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Here's Edey.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
To the paint. Outside Mathurin. And finished off by Bryant.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-point lead. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Toppin. Bryant right side. Here's Halliburton. 4 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Toppin. And it's Halliburton missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Bain. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Pippen. And a miss there off the inbound. And here's McConnell.
Come on, man.
Off the glass.
Come on, man.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far.
Hey, yo,
The
Chief.
Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the
Here's Neesmith. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Turner with the screen. Inside. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Aldama with the ball. Still scoreless. Clark. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And so here is Indiana. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Indiana moving it around. Turner for 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. It's Pippen on the wing. Pass to Clark from 11 feet away. Pacers with the rebound. McConnell with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Now, here's Siakam. Here's Nemhard. Takes the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside Pippen. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Siakam. Now Nemhard. Screen by Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
You can tell Siakam has this action down. He knows just when to roll off the bit and receive the ball.
So timeout called here, but first for Memphis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Here's Edey. He's covered by Halliburton. Shot clock at 3. Edey gets the bucket. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. To the inside. Here's Turner. Hits the layup after the sweep fake to freeze the D. Turner's got the game tied up here for Indiana. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. And Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Pass to Edey. Wells in the corner. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest. Pacers trailed by 3. .103 left in the first half of the game. Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Morant surveying the D. Fires for three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Up top, Nemhard. For three, Siakam. And Bain pulls it down. Pass to Edey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He doesn't get the second one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis out in front, up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Siakam. To the middle. Outside for Halliburton. Inside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Back to Nesmith. Nemhard with it. Siakam up top. Nesmith. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Morant. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Now Nemhard. Halliburton outside. Here's Nesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Come on!
Right. They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Memphis leading. Morant outside. Jackson with the screen. Morant outside. Jackson with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
To the paint. Pass to Bryant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Pass to Bryant. Shepard with the ball. Over in the corner, Matherin.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Left side, Bryant. Here's the three. A shot by McConnell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Bryant's got 6.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Jackson. Down low. The three from Morant. Back to Jackson. Morant with it. And a missed layup.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Get up out of here.
Indiana trailing here. Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. Here's Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Memphis with the ball. It's Pippen with the drive. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Grizzlies substitution, number 0.
And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. That three off the mark. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Pippen. Pass to Aldama. Wells in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton in the corner. Now Toppin. McConnell with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Buries it from 3-point range.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Onto the court for the Pacers. Number 2, Andrew Nembhard.
Left side, Bain. Here's Aldama. From outside, off the mark. And Matherin has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Halliburton, no good. Here's Pippen. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Toppin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. There's a screen by Toppin. Halliburton for 3. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Clark to Pippen. Now Wells to the inside. And that one's good by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 this quarter. And it's Indiana's ball. Halliburton with it. Outguarded by Wells. Pippen with the steal. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with.
And Memphis making a change here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Morant outside. The tray. And another miss by Memphis. Pacers trailed by 6. On the wing, Turner. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. That's you guys.
Thanks, David. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Halliburton.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
There's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton for 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Pass to Jackson. They get a hand on it. Pacers trailed by 9. Down low. Nembhard. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Now here's Morant. Wells in the corner. Back to Bain. From deep. A shot by Wells, no good. It's Nembhard on the wing. Right side Turner. Got a hand on it. Right side Bain. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And then Morant slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Makes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
There's Jackson with the three. Off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy.
I want some pizza. I want some pizza now. Starbucks. We ain't playing nothing, little mama. The box? The VR box? What you think? Yes or no? What you think? Yeah, so I'm about to go up here.
Something, some who, somebody. Don't turn it off.
You said you would get us to the game.
Blah, 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 blah.
Baby, you asked Papa for a piece of candy. And Papa said you said you were gonna listen, right?
What's up to the chat?
Right?
What's up? You have
What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I love that.
No. Don't do
You know the
that,
other
Mama.
one. You know those little sticks? That's the one really has the shoe. Let me get up. No, open it up.
Guys.
Don't get on me.
Big back and boom.
What's this? I'm opening this. You opening that. Why didn't you open this before?
Yeah, we played it before. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what you on, really? What you got going? You see me spanking, niggas?
Open
You on parts or what? I mean, let me go. What it do? Ain't nobody online today, cuz. Is it? It's a Friday. It is. Really real. I gotta go do some shit tomorrow myself. You gotta hook it up on the other PlayStation, but damn.
I just put on. I put on.
Everybody
Oh, she just pushed it back.
I put on.
So you able to pick up something instead. Man.
I put on.
Yeah. Shit, maybe I can't. But see, you gotta have PlayStation Network to get on and play it, man. You ain't gonna be able to play it. That should pay some money.
You got money or you a broke?
You got money or you a brokey? Are you a brokey? Because it's for you.
No, but I'm not spending it, so just for a little thing. And let me open it up. There you go. At least cool. Say daddy. He's cool. Oh, you care?
Dang. Dang, how long is this? Dang, you country, girl.
Let me put this in. Look at that.
It's dusty.
It's dusty.
It's dusty.
It's dusty like that is. You know it? Is this a computer? Okay. I did that, so now let's check it. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to figure it out now. Yeah. I'll read it. All of them out. Here's number 4. Now where's number 4?
Numero 4. Numero 4.
Is it? That's 4.
It's not anyway.
Let
Let me see if I still know how to cook. Spend my food.
Where's number 4?
Yes, you are.
I did that.
Yeah. Where's your headphones at? Good job.
Where's 4? Where's number 4?
Who said this goes in?
When I checked, it was already in there. I think I know how to. Is that 4? Number 4? Is that number 4? Oh, this is number 4.
Like you said, boom. PlayStation. HDMI.
let me check it real quick. Because I'm the tester. Oh. No, where's the earphone? Are we supposed to put it in our ear?
My fucking blast, the only complaints is the player Jawan.
Oh, I know what it is.
You ain't got the camera, it's over. Damn.
I thought it was in the locker. Oh, you took it to your work. You took it to your work, Dad.
Looks like the camera's at work.
And where is it?
Probably in the PS4 box. Let's see what we got. The original PS4 box.
Is it the PS4 in there?
Hopefully the camera's on. If not, we're in trouble because you can't play a VR without the camera.
Oh, which screw?
No, screw.
Which screw? Which screw?
We're screwed, man.
If I don't get to play this stupid VR, then ooh, no. Why you got a remote in there?
I got everything I need up in the screen, girl.
And why is that? PS4, PS5. Get your mother in the mind.
I think the PS5 will work for that too.
Don't you got a PS3?
I'm running PS3.
It means you got a PS3.
Well, my PS3 to get my.
So you're basically saying you did have it, but yeah.
Oh man, homie.
Which screw? You should take it down. It's blue. I already told you. It's blue. Oh, so can I put this in? Huh?
Other side gotta go to the TV.
Oh. Bam. Falling out. Bam.
Dude, where's the camera?
It's in the law. For peace sake. I told you it's a law for peace sake. Do you listen? We're screwed, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
That's crazy.
We're screwed.
That's not cool, man. I think I gave that to JJ a while ago,
Bruh.
to be honest.
Why did you do that? Why? Just why, dude? Why did you do that? Just why?